There is a specific allure to the modern road trip, a promise of unrestricted freedom, dramatic landscapes, and the pure momentum of the open road. But that sense of liberty is often an illusion. On a long-distance drive, unmanaged variables don't just resolve themselves, they tend to lead to systemic failure. Without proactive intervention, a journey can quickly degrade. Minor mechanical issues or creeping physical exhaustion can transform a vacation into a series of mounting crises. The blueprint to spontaneity is a framework designed to stabilize the journey. It operates on the principle that a rigid structure of preparation actually expands your capacity for freedom. By securing the baseline mechanics before you ever leave the driveway, you remove the constant friction of low-level anxiety. This clears the mental bandwidth needed to engage with the adventure as it happens. True adventure isn't the absence of a plan. It is the deliberate management of risk so that you can afford to be spontaneous. To begin, we must view the vehicle as an isolated survival system. Moving through varying environments requires a strict set of pre-flight diagnostics. This starts with examining the vehicle's core mechanical fundamentals, checking engine oil, vital coolant levels, and battery integrity. These are the baseline requirements for a stable power grid and engine health before the ignition is even turned. During a long-haul drive, your vehicle's contact points face compounding physical stress. Continuous high speeds cause thermal buildup in brakes and tires. Routing must account for this by identifying fixed logistical nodes, fuel stations, and alternate paths if a primary road is blocked. Strategic packing further shifts the balance of control. Carrying vehicle documents, flashlights, and power banks ensures that a technical anomaly remains a minor task rather than a total loss of momentum. This principle also applies to the vehicle's occupants. Maintaining a supply of water, packing healthy snacks, and a first aid kit neutralizes the biological threats of dehydration or minor injury that can stall a trip. Systematically addressing these mechanical and logistical fail points shifts the odds in your favor. It ensures that a potential mechanical failure becomes a solvable problem. While the machine is vital, the driver's biology is the most complex and fragile component. Highway fatigue is insidious. As the hours of continuous driving increase, your reaction time and cognitive processing speed decline, often so slowly that you don't notice the degradation until it's too late. The countermeasure is a strict bi-hourly stop. Taking the time to stretch breaks the monotony and restores your focus. Focus is required to maintain the geometry of defensive driving. You must keep a precise spatial buffer between vehicles, allowing for an emergency margin that shifts with your steed. Certain rules of the road are non-negotiable for survival. Avoid aggressive overtaking, never drive while drowsy, and ensure everyone is buckled. The success of a trip isn't measured by how quickly you arrive, but by the safety of everyone on board. When the survival mechanics are handled, the journey shifts from a logistical challenge to a psychological experience. You can curate the auditory environment with specific playlists, podcasts, or audiobooks. This anchors the memory of the passing landscape to the content you're hearing. This is the actual payoff of risk mitigation. Because your vehicle is sound and your route is secure, you finally have the bandwidth to confidently deviate from the planned path. You can afford to stop at a hidden scenic viewpoint or an unplanned roadside tea stall, knowing that the detour is actually the highlight of the journey. The most effective road trips are those that leave blank spaces in the itinerary. By planning for the knowns, you make room for these moments of serendipity. Travel smart and drive responsibly. This level of preparation serves as the foundation for fearless exploration, allowing the focus to remain on the discovery rather than the risk.